Hey, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
And a shake from the Crunch Gym downstairs. A smoothie, if you will.
Okay. An apple.
Good for you.
I ate an apple.
That's better. Ciph, we're going to be joined by Fat Joe. And Remy Ma.
Okay.
Hopefully sometime soon.
Yeah. I got shit to do.
I know.
What is it? Shit is real, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
That flow, Joe. You know what I mean?
Like, this is their new record, by the way.
Can't time for this chilling here, leaning back, you know what I mean?
Ooh, the song's tough, though.
It's a good song.
Wow. It's
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up.
I guarantee that sample is from like a crap bullshit record that everyone has. And
that horn could be shit in the middle of a song.
Yeah, and it's like just some crap. Like it's like a fucking Don Henley record or some shit.
Yeah, don't you fucking?
And some kid found.
Don't you fucking dare disrespect Don Henley on this show.
I'm just saying, as far as hip hop samples.
Hey, Harry Fraud just sent me new Cormega and Gunplay.
Nice.
A lot of gun talk right there. So what's been happening, Ciph, since the last week?
What's happening? Started my new job back again over at Joking Off, MTV show.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Sitting around checking your email?
A lot of email checking.
Do you bring G-Code with you? Or you?
Sometimes she comes later in the afternoon before I leave, like an hour.
All right, but she doesn't come in with you every day.
No.
You walk in like a professional.
No. We're all in one room. There's no room for her to be there.
So you can't just have your minions surrounding you.
Yeah. We're casting right now, so we're like doing auditions, so.
Well, comedians?
Cool, mostly comedians, yeah.
Now, is that hard for you? Don't you want to perform yourself?
Yes, it hurts a little, but not much, because what they're looking for, I'm not that.
What is it? What are they looking for?
Young.
How dare you say you're not young?
Young, good looking.
All right, well now you make a point.
Young, good looking. And I'm not that one-liner. I'm not that social media guy, and I'm not that one-liner guy. So it's not my thing.
It has to do with social media, and
yeah, the whole show is like funny pictures from social media, and then they crack
jokes about social media.
Yeah. Like it's like basically like live memes sometimes.
No, this is my kind of entertainment.
Yeah,
this is where I want the business to go fully. By the way, I don't want to see any more films, no more TV shows with actors.
Listen, I don't judge. Everybody, there's something for everybody, especially nowadays, man.
All right, well, listen, Ciph, we got a couple of, people are still giving us money on Patreon.
Really?
Yeah. Not
what
like
do we
tons.
do with it?
I think I said, I'm assuming I give you your part. Every once in a while I see a little transfer. Maybe I don't, and I shouldn't even tell you.
Please give me my part.
I will. If I have it.
But we shouldn't even be using it. Don't give me mine. Let's use it to make Juan Epstein better.
But yeah, but we that's what we should be doing. But like with our advertising money, I don't know when I get that. I assume I'm getting the money.
Yeah, I just got one.
You did? How'd you get it?
Your brother sent it to my manager.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I assume hopefully he's giving me my part too. I don't have any idea. All right, but Hip Hop Mike talked to a couple people who reached out from Patreon with questions.
Oh, awesome.
So here you go. Goodfellas, Godfather 2, or Scarface?
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Forced to choose?
Scarface is actually whack, yo.
Really?
Is it hot?
How about I punch you in your fucking fat
Is Scarface that hot?
It's pretty good. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's not as good as Goodfellas.
It's fun. Fun movie. Fun to watch.
But no, it's not as like
laughable.
It has laughable moments.
It's not in Miami. The movie it's not shot in Miami. The fucking hero is the bad guy, and everyone loves Scarface. He dies horribly. Spoiler alert.
Ciph, you just ruined it. All right, hold on. So let's keep going. Here's a bunch. Your favorite movie that is based on music. He includes things like Ray, Straight Outta Compton, Walk the Line. But does it have to be a biopic? Because my favorite music movie is Almost Famous.
I never saw that.
That's a fake,
like
it's a fake biopic.
Or what means something to me, because Juice means a lot to me. So is House Party. You know what I'm saying?
Both music,
but they're not great movies, like like cinematic experiences. I like Straight Outta Compton was very good.
No, solid.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I'm not answering favorite all-time movie. That's too much. All right, a guy has for you, Ciph.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's right. It's an easy answer for you. I'm gonna go with Turner and Hooch.
Ooh, nice
movie. BPM quiz for Cipha Sounds.
Okay.
You need to get it within 3. Dwick.
100.
99. Perfect. If Your Girl Only Knew.
If Your Girl... 90.
88. You're 2 for 2. He's by the way, G-Code, be prepared to change the way you feel about Cipha Sound. Everyday People.
93.
91. Choice is yours.
100.
101. Lucchini.
84.
83. Nothing but a G thing.
Original is 92.
You are right on the line. 95.
Nah, that's wrong.
You're calling it wrong.
Yeah.
Hold on, we'll find out. G-Code will see what it says in your computer.
Oh, maybe. The remix might be slower.
Nothing spelled Nuthin.
I might not have it spelled that way.
Oh, you might have done the
Just put Dre, Snoop, Thang.
That's the worst.
Because I try not to do hip-hop spellings in moments like this where you have to, find it quickly.
Right, you're not thinking nothing with a U.
And who's telling this guy's right? But whatever.
It's what he has it as. All right, so far, even if you guessed that, you still got it right. He said 92.
I said 92.
Yeah, 92.
93.
93. Original? What about the remix? The one that says bitches ain't shit next to it. 92.
92, 93. Either way, you're right. You're still in the, no matter how you... Phone tap.
90?
Yep, on the dot. Just to get a rep.
Just to get a rep. I want to say 99.
Cutting it close. It's faster than you think. 102.
It might be 101.
Sound of the Police.
Sound of the Police. Is that 96?
95.
I was going to say 95.
Step Into a World.
Step Into a World? What's that? Oh, KRS? 95.
95. Luck of Lucian.
104.
105. Wow. God, I gotta tell you, this is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Scenario.
103.
102. You Know I Got Soul.
Oh, that's 105?
Yep, on the button. Daytona 500.
100.
98. That Thing, Do Up.
100.
That's right. 2 more to a perfect performance. Hip Hop Hooray.
101.
99. It Ain't Hard to Tell.
94.
92. And it's perfect.
But
he gets everyone within 3.
All those records.
Those aren't necessarily all right. There's a little bit of discrepancy here. There can't be.
But what I'm saying is all those records are all old 90s records, which I had to BPM by hand back in the day.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, even in my computer, I would write
the ones that how you counted it.
How I counted it, that's written on my vinyl. And then after that, then Serato came out and you would let it do it on its own. So, you're going to be off a couple of beats if you do it by hand.
By the way, do you realize what a joke? And I'm not taking away from it. Everyone should use Serato. I'm pro Serato.
Yeah.
You realize what a joke it is, how easy it is compared to back in the day?
Oh,
it's a joke.
Okay.
It's insane. For every way. Financially, work-wise, and every way.
Shout out to a very hardcore fan of Juan Epstein, Cardinal Official.
Yes, love Cardi.
Who's now a celebrity DJ.
Okay.
He respects the music. I respect him. I love him to death. I went up to Toronto to watch him play alongside Starting From Scratch.
Who's awesome.
And, sickening.
I mean,
Cardi did his thing. Cardi held it down. Music selection off the chain. DJing skills for someone who I didn't even know cared about DJing, exceptional. But, you just decide to buy a laptop and the Pioneer module, and that's it. It's so easy now.
It's crazy. Well, especially to do celeb DJing, meaning if you know other people who have the music.
And he's like, yo, people are hollering at me left and right. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
How about I start rapping?
Yeah, well,
Nah,
you could try. It wouldn't work.
No, but I'm not dissing him in any way because if he loves the music. It's the party was an all '90s party. It was fucking amazing,
and he knows that shit backwards and forwards. But Cardi's a rare example, right? I mean, there are other
but I'm just
examples.
saying, like, I'm giving an example because he's someone that I know just recently getting into being a DJ, and it's like that, yo. You take someone's library. You put a playlist together, you're done. I had to do a party a couple weeks ago. Not even a party, just like this little lounge
vinyl
spot.
thing?
The
You're
vinyl.
a dickwad, because I wanted you to do vinyl stuff before, and you're like, I'm not going to get vinyl.
Well, it was a bag, yo.
Still.
One bag of you're supposed to play weird shit. So I just grabbed a bunch of sample records. Bag was heavy as fuck, yo.
One bag.
It's still in my apartment because I didn't bring it back to my house basement. Heavy as fuck.
And it was one bag.
One bag. I was like, this is for the birds, yo.
One bag, yo.
Now, if I had to bring crate.
Now, does it give you doesn't that give a little bit of an appreciation though, because of my love of vinyl, of why I love 45s?
No, I get it.
One bag, 200 records. You can just be like, I'm good.
I get
good
it.
for the night. A fucking backpack of vinyl is torture. Now, keep in mind, we used to be out there with. But this is the serious old man talk. In my day, we were out there with crates. So you'd have friends helping with crates. Then I'd have a bag on, usually filled with vinyl. Heaven forbid we were bringing the turntables and the mixer.
Yeah, forget it.
But it happened.
How about those DJs that bring speakers and amps? Those fucking maniacs. You fucking you wedding DJ maniacs.
I know. Did you ever have a real system yourself?
No.
Me neither.
Never.
I always, even when I was nobody, when I was 15 years old and I would do a dance, I'd be like, you guys will have to get speakers.
I'll bring the turntables.
Right,
if I have to.
If you have to, you bring
I have to. Turntables.
Now, if it wasn't your best friend in the world or a lot of money, like, what's the line to get you to have to bring turntables?
Nah.
5Gs, would you bring turntables or no?
Yeah, 5Gs, I'd bring turntables. Yeah.
I think, did I actually? I did a wedding for around that price.
Cash.
5 cash, no check.
Cash. And under the table, I'm not telling Rock. They're not taking that commission.
No, hell no. Fuck off. You ain't getting a piece of that.
Because there's now it's 4?
No.
335? Fuck out of here.
By the way,
fuck Jay-Z taking my... No, I have to come carry a crate.
Yeah, then you get your piece.
Commission.
Now, you want to talk about first world problems. Let me tell you guys about how fast commission takes money away from you.
Yo, it's crazy.
Everyone complains about taxes. If you're in entertainment, it's taxes, and then you're taxed again, over and over again. And
I don't mind it, though.
No, of course you don't mind it if you're getting good work out of it. But
yeah, but I don't mind it.
But when you see have you gotten a full salary commissioned yet?
I know what you're saying. Yes. My joking off salary will be commissioned.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yes, got it.
Yeah.
So when the salary commission, when you hear what the number is at first, and then you see the check, which is I get ICM to send me they get the check.
Yeah.
They take their money and they pay me.
Right.
And when I started seeing that amount, based on what I originally was told my salary was. It hurts. And you fucking Republicans don't see me running out and being anti-taxes.
I mean, it hurts for a second, but yo, listen, I like to pay the people that work. I'm not going to complain about it. You know what I'm saying? I pay the people that work.
Yeah, no, and there are people out there who get you work.
Yeah.
It's worthwhile.
And it's like, yo, I get to wear that rock flag, like little paper airplane on my hat and on my back with pride, yo. And I don't mind.
How many people are signed to Rock Nation? Would you say?
There's a lot. So many people just signed. Yeah, Yandel today.
He's
a reggaeton artist, but he's big. He's big. Khaled just signed.
Yeah.
There was another signing the week before then. There's Soy Sports. But whatever, it's great. I love it.
But how many do you think are in the music and entertainment part?
I don't know. Because they also merged with another management company. So those people are like, there's like another company that they merged with management-wise. So that's why Nick Jonas and all them are down with us and Demi Lovato.
Oh, because there's another management company that's part of
merged. I forget what it's called, but.
Were you upset that Hove gave Khaled the last Rockefeller chain and didn't give it to you?
No.
G-Code was offended. Have you?
No, she wasn't, and she should shut the fuck up and stop saying shit like that in the background.
Yeah, look at you. You got carried, but it was out of love. Now, what time did G-Code leave the construction site today? Because those jeans had to have a hammer in them at some point today.
Yo, but she does real work, though.
She must.
She's not the girl with the sign, with the slow down sign. She's up there, hammering nails. You know what I mean?
No. She's doing. Well, you have to be. That's why you wear the baggy pants, so you can like bend over and hammer a nail in. What are the odds that Fat Joe and Remy are coming?
That's 0.
I mean, like, when do I text them and say like this isn't good because we're not going to get full time with them?
Yeah, it's not good.
Should I tell them we might have to wait till this? Should we do this next
week?
week?
Let's do more BPMs. Are you texting them?
Yeah.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves, guys. Did you speak to the Discogs people?
Yep. When do you get back next week, though? You're gone for a while.
Gone from Monday to Saturday.
You're gone Monday to Saturday.
It's crazy. I can't believe you're not going this year.
That's weird.
I can't believe it. I'm like, yo, I'm finally going to hang with Rosenberg in his element, South by. I'm going to do all. I was just going to get my badge and roll with you. Now you're not even fucking going.
It's very odd. And Ebro's going this year.
Oh, maybe I'll hang with Ebro.
Yeah, my brother's going. Hip Hop Mike's going. Marissa Mendez is going.
There's all types of people going. It's crazy.
It's great. I think you'll enjoy it. You've never been.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's really.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And for you, it'll be like it's gotten for me, which is like it's being out is a lot. Being at hip hop stuff is a lot. And I'm being selfish this year because I'm so busy, and I didn't get offered a big money gig. And otherwise, I'm going to really give up a week of just helping other people, and I'm being selfish and not going.
Nah, you do it. You've been doing it since the 8
years of just seeing acts.
I take a year off.
I'm taking 1 year. Can I take a year?
Take a year off.
By the way, we closed on our house this week.
Nice.
My bank account's not nice.
No.
And
that's why you're crying about commissions.
That's why I'm crying about everything right now. I'm out here thirsting everywhere.
It's gonna come back, no problem.
I know. It's just I'm having a minute. It's just like
it hurts.
The contract work. The contractor work.
Yeah.
Bathroom.
Yeah. No, it hurts.
Kitchen.
Yo. It hurts.
Closet. It's not that crazy. Have you done anything on your? No, you rent. So you didn't give a fuck. And you did your work in Jersey, but that's also way cheaper and way easier.
Yeah.
Everything is harder. In case you didn't know about a co-op in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Not only is it more expensive, but it's
crazy.
It's super crazy.
It's
I know we're making the right decision, and I know the value we paid is still a good value. Even if we spend a shitload on fixing it, it's going to pay off. It's still a good price. But will I feel good? You think when I sit down on that couch and it's hours, I'll feel something? Am I going to feel anything?
Takes a while.
Is it going to get my junk hard when I sit down and feel this is my house?
Takes a while. But you're in a co-op. Is there maintenance?
Oh, yes. I'm glad you asked.
But like I'm saying, like if your toilet breaks, somebody comes and fixes it.
I think that's included in the maintenance, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing.
You still, even though you own,
is there like somewhat like some kind of super?
There's someone there all the time.
Yeah. Okay. That's great.
That is a convenience you do not get.
Yeah, because owning, like when I first bought my house and like just like everything is yo, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
So what do? You hire your guy? What's his name?
Nah, I don't know. You gotta like just find different people. Angie's List. You gotta use Angie's List.
What's Angie's List?
It's like a site that like it kind of like there's people that do handiwork, plumbers, and all this stuff, and they're like certified kind of on Angie's List, or they're like it's kind of like Yelp, but for like work on your stuff. So there's like reviews. It's like safer.
Well,
but like I didn't know, like my air conditioning wasn't working. Right? It was fucked up, mad hot in the house. The guy comes, takes a look at it. He's like, "It's fine. Have you changed the filters?" I'm like, "Oh, ha ha ha. What's a filter?"
Well, I know that one.
Yeah, but I didn't ever live in a house.
Hold on, you want to know the bullshit? By the way, we're adding air conditioning units.
Yeah.
Right? Because we didn't realize like it was an old person living there. So there was no cable in the house.
Yeah.
There was all they had was window units if they had anything, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's like the people in the building and the realtor, everyone's like, you should add in those units that are built
into the wall, yeah.
Into the wall.
Like half sticking out. We're under the window kinda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you're talking about at least $4,000 each. And we have 2 bedrooms and a living room.
Yeah.
So that's $12,000 for an air conditioner thing that, as my brother said, when I told him about it, he's like, but it's kind of like a window unit. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's still not central air. It still blows out of this spot.
Yeah, it's not central air. Yeah.
Like, yes, it has your heating and your air in it, but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, but did you have to do them
These
all
first
at
world
once?
problems are real. Well, it's going to be a disaster to do. Like, when you do it, they're fucking breaking in the wall and doing all kinds of shit.
Guest bedroom, yo.
You fucked their AC, right? I mean, we could have just done a window unit in there, but I guess if we're going to sell it one day, I guess you want to have it just be as souped up as possible.
First, we got white people problems, yo.
Yo, these white people problems are crazy right now.
My showrunner on my show, Michael Cantor, he's like...
Michael Cantor's your showrunner?
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about me?
Yeah. He loves you. He loves you.
That's my G. I got to come visit you. I love that guy.
He loves you, yo. I forgot. He's always on my...
Oh, he's awesome.
I was bringing up that Jewy line today.
Oh, really?
Can I play it?
Yeah, please, here.
But his first world problems was trying to find Hamilton tickets today. Or he's been trying to find them for a while. And he went on Craigslist, and there was some guy who said he had them, but it felt shady, and like, yeah, come meet me, I'll give you the ticket. Like, there's like a crazy scam with Hamilton tickets.
Scamilton's real right now.
I'm trying to... The person you hooked me up with, I'm trying to get the tickets. It keeps getting pushed back. I need to see this shit, man.
It's incredible, and there's a lot of pushback happening.
All right, here we go. Hold on, don't listen yet.
Here we go.
Okay, this is what we were talking about all day in the office. I work with Charlotte, Jules, Cantor, Shelby. We're like 5, and the PA, like 6 Jews.
Okay.
This is what came up today. Listen to this line. As soon as I heard this line, I knew you would love it.
Louder?
Sorry. Damn, awkward.
But people want this, Ciph.
I know they want it. Hold on.
So don't pursue me. I got more gold than Shaka Zulu. You cannot sue me. I pay my lawyer, he a Jew. They tried to chew me.
Sorry?
Excuse me?
It sounded like he said, I pay my lawyer, he's a Jewy.
Well, he said, you cannot sue me. I pay my lawyer, he a Jewy. Is this my phone ringing?
Yeah.
Is it on? I don't have headphones on.
Yeah, it's
Is it
ringing.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see if he answers the call. Of course he does. There's not a call he doesn't answer during one.
No, that's not true. I only answered Jamal's call. Jamal, what's up?
What's up, man?
You're on Juan Ep.
Oh, Jesus. Big fan. Yo, listen,
Jamal.
you want me to call you back?
No!
What is it about?
It's improvisers, man. Dude.
Yes, I want to hear this.
Patrick just hit me, said he needs his own room.
Hey, yo, Jamal. Yo,
Jamal,
fuck him, Jamal.
Did you ask them first before you booked them together?
Did I ask them if they need their own room?
Yeah, I told you to ask them. I said they might be willing to share.
All right, man. Fucking prima donna, fucking...
Yeah, you're on Juan Ep.
No, it's all right. Go in. Hey, yo, Jamal, listen. Jamal, if we got to fuck up these improvisers, guess what? We will.
Listen, man.
Yo, I told you to check if it would be okay, yo. I know that I did.
Yeah, but he was trying to Jew him out of it.
Unbelievable, man. These freaking dudes, man. These dudes.
Chico, will you go look for... keep your eye open for them.
All right, man.
All right, Joe.
He's really tight.
All right, Ciph, before they walk in here real quick, there were 2... That was hilarious. There were 2... Did he answer?
Dope boy still smelling like cocaine.
Keep your headphones on.
Yeah.
There are too many new Biggie's mixtapes, man.
Santa Maria. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace.
Okay.
Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace.
See how the blend sound.
Yes, some that cities that's not a bus, it's trains to us. We scrambling, gambling, I'm plus profit, mandolins and violins. We just sitting here trying to...
Didn't you always want 2 Milli and Biggie together?
them Benjamins. Nigga, you should too if you knew.
It's the only Biggie verse that's trap tempo.
Things that make you smile. What numbers?
This one's okay. On principle, it's cool.
You go call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2. Plans to leave.
Not on beat completely, but concept-wise, I like it.
And roll up the next blunt so we can steam on the way to the town.
People don't understand how it's supposed to.
T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Least you lose teeth like little C's. Nigga, please, blood flood your dungarees. And that's just the half of my war path. Laugh now, cry later. I rhyme greater than the average player hater. And spectators buy my CD twice. They see me in the streets, they be like, yo, he nice. But that's on the low though. Be them cats with no dough. Try to play me at my
This is the Biggie blends. It's Mr. C and Snicka. Snicka, I guess, did them. C's mixed it.
Bought the range, nigga. It still tickle me. I used to be a and a north face off my back.
I don't know why this sounds so distorted.
Funny with the money, oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape you.
Do I have any comments on this one?
It's horrible.
I'm out make some quick cash. I told her she could be lieutenant, bitch got gas. At last, I'm literally lounging black, sitting back, counting double-digit thousand stacks.
Why are you doing this?
I just want to get you mad.
Toyota Meridian, trips to the Caribbean, but tonight no ends.
Yeah, it's horrible. This is whack. Why are you playing this? What's happening?
Didn't you want to hear Chris Brown Back to Sleep with Biggie on it?
No.
Chris Brown and Chris Wallace.
I mean, if they did a real song together, it wouldn't be bad, I guess.
But you're not that into that.
No.
How about New Joey Badass? Interest you?
I downloaded it. I didn't hear it yet.
Yeah.
Jazzy beats.
I like Joey Badass a lot. Jazzy beats, though.
Bad man representing. Beach to the world. Beach to the earth. Check it out.
I have a Joey Badass record on here that I could play and shake up the world.
What do you mean? Like some exclusive shit?
Yeah, I can't play it.
Have you played it at all?
No. Don't know if it'll ever get played.
You just have it.
I don't know if it'll ever get played. It might never
Is it
get
Troy
played.
Ave thing? Is it new?
I don't know if it'll ever get played.
Oh.
I don't know if it'll ever get
What
played.
happened with that beef?
I don't know. I think it quieted down and
Laughed off.
I mean, what do you really need to say? I think he like sort of not many people anyone who agreed with Troy sounded crazy. So I don't think it ended up what's the point of really going back and forth? It kind of went to a place that was bad and then it's like what do we do now? This isn't fun.
Okay.
They're walking in now, Ciph. Being serious, how long do you have? 15 minutes?
I don't know, roughly.
Where are you going?
Yeah, what I do.
Comedy?
I get on these stages, man.
What time are you on the stage?
I gotta go get the car. This is a show that G-Co's DJ, so we gotta get the DJ equipment.
Oh, this is for Pug. Where is it?
The stand.
You gonna see my boy Dave Kimowitz?
He's not usually there at night, but yeah, I see him sometimes.
But he probably won't be there now.
No, they're never at that show.
So what am I going to do? We're just going to start out together, and then I'll stay with them a little. I don't want to stay that much longer either.
Maybe. We'll see what's happening. Is Papoose coming?
I don't know. I doubt it. You think he's moving around with them all? Yes, our guest D the Weatherman is here.
All the way up.
Yes. D the Weatherman, have a seat. This is your interview. Yo.
I'm all the way up.
Why don't you?
I'm all the way up. Nothing can
Joe Crack the Don? How are you? What's happening?
I like Joe, the fat gangster.
Joe the fat Joe the not that fat gangster.
Where's my girl at?
They're not even together.
Went where?
Oh, she is here. Whew, I got a little scared.
No, she's here.
We're just playing your.
Is this good or it got to be like?
No,
lifted?
you're pretty good.
Put it all the way up.
Put it all the way up.
All the way up.
All right.
I'm all the way.
Here comes the engineer.
Engineer's coming. He's gonna come fix it up.
louder,
Yeah, he's
like-
gonna come fix it up. He's
Turn
gonna
the
get you
volume
loud.
all the way up.
He needs the volume all the way up.
I need it all the way up.
Yo, listen.
My
Joe.
man looks like the last remaining member of the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, he
What's
does.
going on? No! Sleep!
Fat Joe. You know I'm not on the radio anymore.
Oh.
So I downloaded this song yesterday, and I'm walking to the train, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, this is a hot 97 banger. and I don't even fucking work there anymore. I'm like, I want to get back and play this.
Right,
this is a banger.
Like, how fun is it to actually have a record from someone you like that you could play?
Yo,
You're like,
I'm listening to it like, okay. He got it.
I gotta tell you, I hope, I'm gonna tell you my only concern. I hope the record meets expectations because every single person I've played it for loves it. So now I have high expectations for the record, right?
Now it's going number 1.
Is it gonna go there?
Well, it could go number 2, but it's got to go all the way up.
It's got to go all the way up.
All the way up.
All right, so Cipha had a theory that this song just happened. Did the song just happen, or did you instantly know it was smash time?
What do you mean?
I think
it was
it
a
was
smash. I had it for like 2 months, like fiending, like, the Dolphins be tapping.
No. When you made it, how did it get made? Beat first? You stumbled on the beat?
No, we did the whole album. The album is phenomenal.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Something for you.
Wait,
something
what
for
album?
You, something for him.
You
Something
and
for
Rem,
her.
For everyone.
Crazy. Like,
Hi,
we got
Remy.
records straight for you. Like, like disgustingness. Like, know.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
So what happened is we got the beat. First of all,
we're gonna go into history, but we're talking about all the way up right now.
First, we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Then we'll go.
That's the song of the hour.
But that's how One Ep is about. So let's get through this. Let's go.
Well, it should be what it's about.
I know.
Because
I know. I need to know about.
It should be about growth. But anyway, so it was like, how guy, I had to get in character. So I knew I was going to do this with her, and I knew I couldn't touch. The last time they heard us was Lean Back, 47 weeks, number 1 in the world.
Remember that? Got
in
kicked
1
off the
year.
Puerto Rican parade.
And there's only 52 weeks a year, right? So now I'm like, yo, how the fuck we come back? Could we curse on this?
Yeah. Yes, please.
How
curse.
the fuck could we come back and do something amazing? So I went to the clubs for 2 months straight. Like, I went to Toronto and stood there for a week and went in every club that Drake might want to go to.
Yeah.
Then I went to the Haitians. I went to Atlanta. I went to the Bronx. I went to the Dominicans. I went to the thing. And then one night I was in the club, Unching, uptown in Dominican land. Allegedly, a lot of cartel members are in there. Okay. And I was just smoking on a hookah, and I was looking at their reaction, and I was like, oh, shit.
Reaction
They
to what?
want to be all the way up. Like,
I see. Then in general,
I go to clubs as college. And I
study I do the
what
same thing.
people are dancing to. I study what they want to say. There's certain phrases. When a nigga, I'm getting dope up off the iPhone. Wherever that shit comes on, whoever's selling dope up off the iPhone really
put
turns
their iPhone up.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part.
Put your rollies in the sky, Biggie Day. You know what I mean? Like they do that. So, I realized they want to be all the way up. So I went back and I went in the studio. We got the ill beat, and then I gave it to my man Infrared, Exclusive, and Cool and Dre. Young boy that I work with, he's crazy. He did most of the album.
Because the shit has got the ill.
It sounds
sample.
like a Wu-Tang 2016. That's how I
It's
felt.
got the sounds that people like us old fucks love, that sample gritty horn, but with the new 808 drums to it. So it's a perfect mixture.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like the music that would be playing in like one of those gangster movies.
That's what I said earlier.
Right,
with the horn,
when the guy when he gets out of jail, he's putting on his suit, and he's about to take over the whole city and kill everybody that's getting money right now. Take over their
King
whole
of New York too. They came out of a new jail.
That's what it.
Well, he probably came out of the big house and went to a bigger house. That's what I'm thinking.
No, he probably came out of a big house and went to a bigger house.
So wait, hold on. So you get the beat from him.
Yes,
Cool and Dre help make it as big as it needs to be.
As big as it got to be.
Okay.
Facts.
This was a process. Then we send it to Infrared.
Then we send it. No, I had Infrared in the studio, and I told him exactly what I need. And he left and came back the next day, and he pressed play, and the sister said, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I was like, oh!
And was that on it already? Did French already have that on there? Or was
No, we put French on there.
So you gave French that line. You're like, this is what we want to do with the song?
Course.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, Fat Joe executive produced Remy Ma, DJ Khaled, Big Pun. Like the shit I do is DITC.
Oh, by the way, I didn't mean to say that it couldn't have been you. I just said when you heard it that maybe the voice was already there.
No. It sounded like French needed to be there. And of course, we're cheating because we're from the Bronx.
Yes.
So we want to do all that too. We want to shit.
Thank you.
So wait. So how quickly? So
Gabe's calling.
So
doing ad-libs.
So the second that happened, you knew that it was like how quickly?
Smash hit. Listen, the fact is that it's a smash hit. You know, every time. Mm-hmm. It's when it was lean back, we start dancing. Oh shit! Like same shit with this. So look what I did. I got a best friend. His name is Rich the Barber. Barber to the Stars. Does Timberland, whoever you name. He's a hater. He's a Fat Joe official. Fat Joe retired, you old hater.
This is his best friend.
My best friend. Hurry up and retire. Let's hang out. Drink mojitos. Fuck these people, right?
Right.
But, he knows I love hip-hop so much, I don't want to give it up, right? So he's a hater. He discovered Bryson Tiller, too.
Wow.
By the way,
and brought him to
he brought
Timberland.
him to he brought him he's the guy, right?
Okay.
So he's a hater. Right? And the guy he discovered is the biggest nigga on earth, too. So he's really cocky right now, right? So I get him in the car, and I'm like, I said, Rich, I want to play you something. He gives you that face, that hater face.
I don't even feel like hearing the bullshit you're about to play.
Who produced this? Exclusive. And then I went like that, and he said, go.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
You got one! He starts shaking and shit in the car. That was it. That was enough for me.
So I just told Joe while you were in the room, Remy, that my concern, being the Jew warrior that I am, my only concern is that now I have expectations for this song. Right? Because everyone I played it for. I was sitting with my agent when he heard it. He goes, this is crazy. My wife walked in and was like, Alexa, what do you think of this? What do you think of the new Joe and Remy? She was like, this is crazy. I get to work. Cass, what do you think of the record? This record's fucking crazy. Ebro gets back from his trip. I'm like, what do you think? I played it for Ebro the first time. Ebro was like, oh shit. Everyone said, oh shit. So it almost like now the expectation in your head, do you go, this has to be a number one record?
We did. That's all I go for. Like and that's it. I am the big Poppy Ortiz of hip-hop.
No one says, you know what? I think I want this to go number 19.
Some niggas do.
Get 19.
Some niggas do. They want to coast under. Some people are afraid of fame. Some people don't want to this. No, every fucking time I bat up, I'm either putting it out the park or I'm striking out, falling on my face.
So when is the whole album coming out?
The summer.
June.
Okay, so you're going to give this a good minute. Let this thing build.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm out of the loop. I'm not on radio no more. I give two shits about what the fuck's going on. How did you guys become friends again?
Let me ask you something.
I missed a big lap.
Did you do a bag of smack before you came here?
Why?
Because
what do you mean, my face?
You're looking like, oh yeah, they dog from the block. My face, the count is good.
I'm fucking work a lot, Joe.
It's a 7, bro. It's a 7.
Yeah, but that's a good question. What did we miss? How did Remy and Joe get everything good and come back together?
It was actually before I came home. I was still incarcerated, and I grew up a lot. I changed a lot. I thought I had a lot of time to think about a lot of things and pretty much analyze a lot of situations and circumstances that had happened throughout my life. And I realized that I did not want to come home from prison and not have a relationship with my brother. Like, I really felt like that it went so far, all the way left, too crazy. And I'm going to be honest, like, when I seen him make up with 50 Cent, I was like, oh, I'm good. This
obviously he's an open-minded guy.
This is going to be a walk-up, because that would have been my first thing. As soon as he was like, nah, Ram, I'd have been like, what? What? No, I already had it in my left pocket. Like, as soon as he tries to give any type of resistance, I'm pulling it out. I'm not waiting, anything. But I just felt like it was the right thing to do, and I felt like I could have done that before I left, but I was young and I was stupid and I was hard headed, and Joe's not the easiest person to talk to when he's mad, and neither am I. So I felt like it was the perfect time. I wasn't home yet. It wasn't like I was home and I'm bubbling, I'm popping. I was calling him like, yeah, I'm home now. Everyone's on me. What's going on? You want to talk to me now? It's like, nah, I'm at the bottom of the bat. And it wasn't about music. It wasn't about records. It wasn't about nothing. It was just like, yo, I just want to talk to you. I just want to be good with you. That's it.
What a weird experience to...
It's great. I love it.
What a weird experience to be in the bottom of it, right? So 6 months before you get out, you're still in the shits dealing with it, knowing that there's an expiration date to the bullshit, right? Like, you had to know... You were aware that when you came home, people would be pretty excited, right? Did it exceed expectations?
No, I really wasn't. Like, everyone thinks that I know that. Like, when you're in prison, you're literally away from everything. I didn't have cable. Like, it's crazy. I'm on reality TV. I'd never seen that show a day in my life until I was on it. Like,
you were lucky for the
ever. Like, you know,
give thanks
give thanks for the first 4 years.
It's just like I'd never had an iPhone. It was a lot of things. I'd never seen Instagram. I'd never seen Twitter. So you're really in this bubble of whatever year it was that you went to prison.
Yeah, everything stops right there.
So it's like...
And you thinking you going back to China Club or something like like that's popping.
It's a parking lot now.
Shit crazy, man.
I'm just like, you know, so when people are... Like, Pap, I'll tell you, Pap used to be like, it's not like that. I'm telling you, people are expecting you. People are waiting for you. They're excited. And, of course, he's supposed to tell me that. He's not going to... You think he's going to come to me like...
You might think he's just trying to keep your feelings up.
Hate to break the news to you, babe. No one cares. Like, no. And so I just didn't believe it. And then when I came home and I seen it, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
So
everyone right now, Ciph...
Does my face look that bad?
Yeah, you look retarded. No, I'm just kidding. You look fine.
Face for podcasts.
You do have a face for podcasts. A lot of people say that. So, okay, everyone, believe me, we do not talk about, and we love Mona Scott, but we do not talk about love and hip hop on this podcast.
Okay.
But the beautiful moment this week, of course, that Remy and Pap had their wedding. We know y'all have really been together and family for a long, long time, but you had the beautiful ceremony, which I know meant a lot to you. You pulled it together. I know wedding planning is something you love. So they had this beautiful moment, right? And people are falling in love with the relationship that they have, right?
Yeah.
They're the non-ratchet part of love and hip hop. They are the loving.
So weird.
Who would have thought Remy and Papoose?
I know. You thought it would have been the ratchet part of it. No, they're the loving, beautiful part, right? Now, that being said, you're back. You guys are married together all the time. You're both rappers. Does this project give you a little bit of room to kind of still live your own Remy life?
I'm gonna say something. When we first decided to do the album, Joe said, Papoose, no disrespect, you know, whatever. But Rem, I need you to go bad. You're not the married woman that I've been seeing. I need Remy Ma shoot the air bubbles out of your sneakers, stab the baby fetus in your stomach. This is like, that's who I need. I was like,
hey.
Well, he asked for it, you know, I can't tell him no.
I try to catch a heart attack. Like, I was like really sweating. You know, I go into this. You know, when you go to them basketball games that they play, what's the famous old school player where he be like, "Come on, guys, let's win." When he's talking, he's talking to the team in the locker room.
Yes,
they play that shit in every stadium.
Oh yeah.
So I'm doing that with her, sweating bullets. Papoose looking at me like he never really hung out with me, so he's like, "This nigga's crazy."
Right?
Like he's officially on one. But we gotta go bad. And if you stab the baby, it's not bad enough.
Go further,
deep in your inner killer self. Like, you know, I'm just painting this.
And it's a unique circumstance. I mean, let's be clear. Like, how many times is there this situation where you have a male artist who you're very close with, who then needs to talk to you and your husband about, you know, it's a unique circumstance. It doesn't happen every day.
First of all, they're like yin and yang now. They tag team wrestle me. Anytime I decide to do anything that's like he said, Pap had never really been around him, so he sees how it is. He sees how overprotective he is. Like, it's been going on for years. I'm just pretty much used to it. So when Joe says no to something, I'm just like, oh, okay, that's Joe being Joe, hating on, you know, the girl rapper's little sister of the crew. Like, I can't have it. He's like, AKA the fun killer. So once Pap realized that that's the wave that he was on, like,
he liked that.
Oh, what?
He's like, we killing fun? Because trust me, I talked to Pap. I know Pap trying to kill Remy's
he wanna
fun.
kill fun.
He has to. That's a husband job. God damn it, I kill my wife's fun.
So, like, for instance, the other day, it was my friend's birthday, and she has cancer. She lives in Maryland. So me and my friends that are here, we were like, yo, let's go drive out there and just surprise us. It's like a 3-hour drive. We're going to get in the car. He's like, I think you need to take a car service. I think you need to call 2 security. I'm like, come on, you turn this into a whole Remy Ma thing. It's not, I'm just going as regular Rem. I'm going to go see my friend. We're going to see how I'm going to get back on the road. I'm going to come back. He's like, really? Let me call Fat Joe and see what he thinks about this. Because, you know, I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's call my friends like, you know what? Maybe we should just FaceTime her or something.
These people are bad, man. These people are bad. The bad people.
Yeah.
They're really bad.
You got to watch out for that.
So the minute that you slip up. So like when she came home, she was paranoid. She, you know, not like watching the shoulder, but more like, y'all got to get home. Probation's calling. Y'all got to this.
Good.
Y'all got to this. So maybe like 2 weeks ago, I seen her driving herself in the car by herself, looking fly as shit, but dancing, singing. I said, yo, hold up. Let me talk to you for a second. I need you paranoid.
She looks too happy.
Too comfortable.
You look too happy.
First of all,
I want you paranoid.
he was going the other way.
No
I'm at the light,
fun.
music blasting. I'm like, da-da.
No.
He just pulls up.
You know why?
I
It's
rolled down
one
my window.
split second. And unfortunately, if you want to talk love and hip hop, I happen to know for a fact. I mean, let me just stop. But, you know, the kid, what's the kid? Yandy's boyfriend?
Mendices.
Anybody else would have got 4 years in jail. They gave him 8 years because he was famous on TV. It just constantly just keeps happening. Like they keep making examples of famous people. So we got to protect her and shield her and never make her feel comfortable until she's out of this whirlpool of bullshit.
Good. I like all this talk.
This is your kind of talk.
I love it.
Safe
But
talk.
when you're at the light, blasting your music and you're chilling, everything's fine.
Were
and
you listening to
sing-
All the Way Up at the
No,
light?
I was actually listening to Patti LaBelle. I was chilling, like vibing, feeling it was a nice night. He pulls up, rolls down the window, like, you're going straight home, right? That's where you're going. I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. Now that you mention it,
Now that you-
home sounds like the perfect place to
To
be
go.
right now.
So,
My son is here. He gets that all the time.
well, but of course, this is what you're supposed to do. Now, Remy, how did you the story that I believe all of us casually know of you being introduced to Terror Squad is through Pun, correct? So, who is the first person you met? How did your entrance to Terror Squad begin?
Who did I meet before Pun?
Yes, if there is anyone before Pun, like how did you get there?
It was this guy that used to hang around Pun named Sunkiss.
Of course.
He introduced me. He knew somebody that knew me casually, like lived next door to my mom, and they just happened to be talking. I was coming home from school, and they were talking, and the guy was like, "Oh, where you at?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm around the corner at Pun's house. We're hanging out." He's like, "Really, Pun the rapper? Yo, my friend right here, she raps." He's like, "Yo, rap from?" I'm like, "No, fuck out of here." Rapping for him.
A perfect Remy answer.
Like for real, like what do you mean rap for him? Like I'm a human jukebox. So I'm not rapping for him. Who is he? He's nobody. So he's like, I'll take you around here. You can rap for him. I'll take you to his house. I'm like, sure you will. But mind you, I'd never seen him. I had heard rumors that Pun lived there, but I didn't
never
know.
actually seen him.
I didn't see him. I mean, I seen cars and I seen, thousands of dollars of dogs running around, but I never had saw him. So
Yo, that's so hood.
it was crazy. Like he had dogs that literally cost probably like $5,000 a dog. Like
10,000 for
five of them just
blue dogs and shit.
floating around. So I went
I'm sure
over
the
there.
neighbors loved it.
Nigga had 10 motorcycles, a 24
So he's already popping.
limo.
So this is capital punishment.
he's rich as shit.
No, he's working on Yeah Baby at this point.
Okay, he's already working on
He's
the second
working
one.
on Yeah Baby. So I went over there and then I just rapped for him. He was like, "Yo, let me hear something. I'll rap."
You remember what rap?
The rhyme that's actually on his album. That's on that went on Miss Martin on the Yeah Baby album. So
Sometimes you gotta fool them.
right, I said that exact rhyme to him, and then he made me say like 3 or 4 other ones just to make sure that I wasn't reciting like my older brother's rhime or whatever. He's like, "Oh, let me hear something. Let me hear something that sounds
Well, I
like
did
this."
that to him.
For real?
It's to him. Forget I crucified him. Like I brought him to Nas and Coogee Rap as his idol, and I brought him to Nas and Coogee Rap and was like, Get him. And then, this is him. Nas at the time was the greatest rapper in the world. And Kool G Rap he was just coming off being the best rapper. Not literally, I put him to rap for the two nicest niggas in the universe. And he said that, and when he rap, I seen their eyes open up like, their eyes open up, and they was like, this nigga's Fat Joe got one. Like,
I gotta roll, sorry. But before I leave,
I heard they get bags 2 for $5 down the block.
I gotta go shoot up these bags. I gotta go get my father's belt and shoot up. But listen, you saw the Stretch and Bob.
I haven't yet, man. I'm dying to see.
I don't know if you remember, but I was there the night you brought Big Dog Punisher and Armageddon and the other guy who's
Keith Nutt?
Yeah, he went to jail, right?
Yeah, Keith Nutt. He didn't go to jail, but he disappeared. I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, you brought those guys, and it was the first time Pun ever was on the radio and met Stretch. Well, Stretch wasn't there that night because I was with Riz. Or was Stretch there?
I don't remember. Bro.
No, Stretch wasn't there. I was with DJ Riz. That's why I was there, and you brought them, and they mentioned it in the documentary, but there was no video camera that night, so there's no footage of it. But the way they talk about it, Bobbito's talking about how when you brought Pun there, and I remember meeting him for the first time, and I was like, damn, this guy's... I couldn't even fit on the chair, sitting on the edge of the chair, just rapping like a machine gun, yo.
Which, by the way, that's an interesting point about the time that you met him, because it's a weird... You ended up... I think this is the last record that he recorded for the album. It
was so crazy because I literally... I feel like I knew him my whole life. Like, Pum is the type of guy you be around him. First of all, once I met him, I could count the days that I went home. Like, he literally had me hostage. Like, you could not leave. He wanted people around him all day, all the time. Like, you would get there. I'd be like, but Pun, I have to go to school. We'll pay someone to school you. What grade are you in? What do you need? Like,
wait, you was in high school at the time?
I was in high school.
Wow.
I was in high school.
Pun is crazy.
And so but did you have any awareness health wise that he was in a particularly bad? I mean, obviously you see him and you go, this is someone who's unusually large, but
but he was so strong,
right?
And we were so used to him. And at the time, we wasn't educated with carbs and eating better and none of that. Nigga Fat Joe and Big Pun used to go to the buffet. Take the tray, fuck the plates that you put on the tray, fill it up with food and eat off the tray. Like, we didn't give a fuck. So it was like, we had no education on food. So we didn't know, man. We didn't know. It's crazy.
All right, hold on, let's play this for a second.
I haven't heard this since
nigga. You don't know? Yo, it's on. I see y'all niggas didn't learn. You was wrong. But the fire didn't burn. Yo, it's on. We didn't punish from the Bronx. It's wrong. Nigga, what? Hey, yo, guns be tossed some and bodies be auctioned. To his family, we tell him he owed us a fortune. Give me 40 down, you can have your child. You don't know when I had to go through the class.
Where are you, Remy, at the end?
My last nigga to see you.
No.
I spit some sick as shit.
There you go.
I stay on the block.
Stop my shine, you out your mind, don't make me have to cock my nine. Pop your spine, never did believe in the dawn. Since 92, I've been proving that you niggas is wrong.
Thought I stay on the block, you was wrong. Now Remy.
He's like, yo, twin, don't worry, she signed to me. We gonna sign to you, bro. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I was like, thank God. Jesus Lord. Because now I got the nicest guy in the game. Because Pun was pound for pound the nicest lyricist in the game at that time. Mm-hmm. I'm not lying to you. I know what it is. I'm a fan of hip hop. I know I'm a fan of hip hop, and then I had the nicest chick. No other crew could say that. Nowhere. Like the most lyrical guy, the most lyrical chick. Like it was like all beautiful, man. I couldn't even explain it as a hip hop fan.
Well, I mean, when you showed up there and you first started working with Pun, are you writing yourself?
She writes all her shit.
You were already writing at 17.
Who else would have been writing?
I don't know. Well, you were sitting next to one of the greatest rappers of all time. He could always give you a pointer.
No, he what? That was probably like against his religion. If he had to write something, like I probably wouldn't even been able to say it. First of all, like the things he
like
I used to have to. It took me time just to learn his rhymes that he did and laid down. Broke my rewind button numerous occasions.
Right.
But I've always and that's one thing that I prided myself in. I always wrote every single thing that I ever put out there, and it wasn't because, you know, any other reason, but that's how I thought it was supposed to be. I didn't.
That's always been her logo. Like you know, McDonald's is I'm loving it, or Nike's just doing it. Where she's always wrote it. Like, you know what I mean? So
writing it. Remy's writing it.
I didn't even know ghostwriters existed. Like, I didn't know that was real. Well,
it's funny too because the women who were around immediately previous to you,
right? They weren't writing. When I found that, I was devastated.
And we love them. They're some of the greats, but they didn't really write very much.
Crushed my heart.
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, here I am writing my little heart out, trying to compete and make sure that I have to be better than this person.
I've been to sessions where some of the greatest rappers on earth have like a seminar with other artists sitting around writing their shit, and I could not believe it. Like, I didn't know this exists.
I mean, it kind of made me feel a little better when I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, so so-and-so was writing her rhyme, so I'm better than him. I'm not even really better than her. Right. I'm better than him. I'm better than your ghostwriter. So then that's when I was like, okay, you know.
And so that how was the
point?
Yeah, that is really funny. It shows how crazy competitive you are.
Yeah.
How did you get along with everyone else in TS once that started?
Everybody embraced me immediately. Like, it was never, you know, a dull moment. It was, first of all, I got away with a lot more than everybody else. I was the only girl in a room full of 1,000 maniacs.
Yep.
You know, and it just so happens that I'm a maniac too. They're like, oh, we love her. She's crazy. So she's really puzzling too, because it's not like when I say that, when I always tell someone Remy Ma is really smart, I don't mean it in like, so it's hard to explain. I mean it in like she's polished and sharp and like not just like street smart. Like, I can tell you were a nerd and we're book smart, but you're also a fucking lunatic. It's like she's a very interesting person.
It's nice.
Right? Like, I've never met another Remy Ma who has like, it looks like you were struggling between wanting to be crazy and out there, and also you obviously have these really refined artistic interests and endeavors that you've pursued. Were you always like that?
I was always like that. I think it's a Gemini thing. Like, if you really look into it, all the like really good, great ones are Gemini. You know, me, Jada's a Gemini, Pac's a Gemini, Big's a Gemini, Kanye. I think Kanye might be a Gemini too. Like, if you really look at all the people that are Geminis, when I looked at it, Left Eye's a Gemini.
Wow.
It's
a
really
real
good.
mix. People who are really.
I'm stuck with Obama and Bill Clinton and Farrakhan.
What's your sign?
I'm Leo.
I'm a Leo too.
Those are thinkers.
And Rosenberg.
Well, I'm on the border though. I'm Leo and Cancer. I'm
cusp.
My days split depending where you look.
Yeah, but that's always.
Woe is me. I'm stuck with Obama and Bill Clinton. Nobody caught those.
It's so silly.
Those bars,
when I was in school,
you're dropping bars.
I was always in the top classes. I actually got skipped in school. I skipped the grade. Jeopardy's my favorite show. I play like the only person I tell people this all the time. The only person that's ever beat me in Scrabble was Pun, and he cheated. I swear he cheated.
He made up a word. What words did he try to use?
It wasn't even he. He was stealing letters. He was doing all type of craziness. Like, it was.
You couldn't take Pun serious for nothing.
It was just crazy. But I don't know. I started rapping because I used to write poems. I used to want to be. I never thought in a million years that I was going to be a rapper. I never thought it was possible to make money off it. It wasn't just I wasn't doing talent shows and trying to like, here's my mixtape. That wasn't something that I was trying to do. I wanted to be one of those spoken word people that just stand there and just for mad long and say all type of crazy stuff and have you really
today the life in the
sun and the rays and the sun and the clouds and the moon. You were Def Poetry jammed out?
Yeah, but nah, I wanted to be the ill one. Like, yeah, and you think that man love you, but he's laying up with me when you're not around. And like, I want to be one of those. That'd be like
there's a word for that. It's called a rapper. That's what you became. I want to be spoken word, but I want to talk shit. It's like, yeah, I got the perfect thing for you.
Right.
So, when Pun passes, how did
that was crazy?
Yeah, how did
I didn't believe it. I literally was in a cab going to upstate in the hotel that he was at. I was hostage. I literally had just begged to go home. It was to the point, like, the guy that I was with at the time, I was like, yo, can I see my boyfriend? He's like, oh, bring your boyfriend. He can come. Like, whatever he felt he had to do to make you stay there, that's what he would do. So I got home, I changed, and I was getting dressed, and I was in the cab going back. And they're on the radio saying that he had passed away. And I was like, he is going to curse out whoever it is. Like, I'm thinking, like, it never in a million years crossed my mind that it was real. I was like, when he gets a hold of this person that's reporting this, he's gonna tear them a new asshole.
Doesn't it blow your mind when you see the ways in which we're capable of denying something? If you were to go back and listen, it was I think Angie was on the air when it happened. If you were to go back in time and listen to it, you think there's no way this is fake, right? But when you're in denial of something, it didn't even cross your mind. It could be real.
It just because you don't understand. I was with him like literally every single day. Every day. I had no life. My life was Pun's life. Whatever Pun said I was doing that day, that's what I was doing. So it never crossed my mind. Like you say, he's overweight. He's this. It never crossed my mind ever. Like he might die. Like,
but in retrospect, do you think that's bizarre in retrospect?
Thinking about it now?
When he died, he was 698 pounds. Like we have to really deal with that. Like that is a
okay. But looking at him, I didn't know that.
Well, Exhibit A is we didn't know.
Right.
You keep asking us a question that we can't really.
Well, because it's very interesting from the outside, right? As a fan, I was heartbroken, but I guess I wasn't shocked. Yeah, but I wasn't around him ever, so I don't.
Personality.
Right. So it just feel
Big Pun would put his arm out, and 4 of us can hang off his arm. That's how strong he was. Like the nigga was like I used to play basketball with this nigga, and he be spinning on niggas and all that. So we had no clue that, and he was young. So young. At that time, young people weren't dying like that.
No, not
of heart attacks. You know what I mean? So,
so the shock was just like anything else.
Oh man!
And then, so how do you? What are the first steps you then take to like figuring out what to do? Because Remy's a new artist now, and obviously you had to deal with the family stuff first.
With me, first of all, his wife called my house. I was in Jersey when it happened, and I just heard death in her voice. She was like, "Joe, he's here." So we had to rush from Jersey to where he was at in White Plains or some shit. We might have got there in 10 minutes from Jersey to which is just like, it's a 45-minute drive. We got there in 10. I got there in time to where they was still they really was trying to like revive him and shit. And shit was just crazy, my nigga. Big Pun died. The whole hotel. You got to understand, like Joe's like Big Pun's brother. Like we twins. So like, everybody's looking at me like they literally thought we had the same mother.
Right, I'm sure.
So everybody's looking at me like, oh shit. Like in the whole hotel's looking at me, the ambulance, everybody's like, yo, this nigga died. So I remember getting in the car, and I don't know how they found out. It wasn't even TMZ at the time. So as soon as I got in the car, as well, the first phone call was Jennifer Lopez. I said that on the song when she said, hold you down. When Pun died, you was the first to call me. I never told you, but you was there for me. But, so she called me and she was like, yo, I'm sorry. And it was just like, I was like in a warp, like in the time. And then every car, like I remember it was by the Galleria. Mm-hmm. Every car that was there was staring at my car like a fishbowl. Like if I was in a zoo. So every car, black, Spanish, white, old, everybody was like looking at me like, oh my God, that's his brother. He just like it was the breaking, Big Pun was 2 million sold, biggest nigga on the earth. Like niggas niggas was like, it was some shit. It was epic. And they was looking at me like, oh shit. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck? And I couldn't escape it. So after the funeral, the funeral was beautiful yet horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the crazy, amazing moments I've ever seen was Wyclef Jean came in and he started playing music at the funeral. I guess the Haitians do that. So he was playing music, and then them niggas come out of nowhere and they were like, Maria, Maria. She remind me of a West Side Story. And we like, what the fuck? It was crazy, my nigga.
But they were singing in a slower tone.
Right.
They made it the saddest song ever that I've ever heard in my life. Every time I hear that song.
And it was the craziest shit. And like, Pun, you know how I always say I'm underrated? He wasn't underrated. No. Definitely not at the time.
Pun was properly rated.
Yeah. They came at him with on a musical. Like Whitney Houston would send 4 or 5 flowers. Eminem send 7 bouquets of like. He was loved musically. Like the musical giants was like, fuck, we lost a genius. Like, because I turned around as Coogee Rap. In the funeral, I turned around. It was just crazy what was going on. Like, and me, I was just like, oh shit, and it was just real scary. Cause now I'm thinking, and also, don't want to go into another zone, but I'm a leader for real, and leaders got to lead, and I think about everybody. So I'm immediately thinking of his family. I'm like, all right, now how are we going to make sure they good? How are we going to make sure, how are we going to move on? How are we going to this? But at the same time, I left Pun's funeral. I went to see my grandfather. My grandfather was in Montefiore Hospital. So I went to see my grandfather, and I seen him. I never forget that my grandfather had the smoothest feet, even though he was old. And I was like talking to him. And when I left him, he died. And like a week later, my sister died. So it was like, I was like trifected. So I actually went into depression for 2 years.
How'd your sister pass away?
Well, my sister passed away because my sister was giving birth to a baby. Crazy. And they gave her the epidural, and instead of numbing her from the waist down, and numbed her from the waist up.
Jesus Christ.
And these hood hospitals, these Bronx Lebanons, they didn't have experienced people. So she was in a coma for like 8 months, but then so happened to die that week. So it was just like, but I couldn't escape because I went to Miami. Miami was still to this day is a place where I could get a good smile, people happy, but now it's like my brother died and it's on TV all day. So now people's like, here's a soda, sorry for your brother. Here's a sandwich, your brother was the greatest. And I couldn't shake it. So everywhere I went, I couldn't shake the shit. There was no way to shake it.
Well, there's some things you can't shake. Some things you're not even supposed to shake.
So, it took me 2 years to get over that. And then in those 2 years, that's when turmoil and all that started happening with Terror Squad because niggas was like, yo, this nigga slacking on his shit, which is true. I was slacking on my shit because they didn't realize that I wasn't sleeping that night. They didn't realize that it was a fucking 90-degree day and I was coming out and this shit looked dark as shit. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, it's also, when you step back and look at the whole thing, it's a story that makes perfect sense to fall apart. Because you have guys who are brought there by Pun, people brought there by you. You're the overall leader. You and Pun were always great to go, but your relationships are different with each person, and then that one's gone. He's the connector, and he's gone.
It's sad because... the perception and different evaluations of me and Pun, like me and Pun was like inseparable brothers. You know what I'm saying? He trusts me more than anybody. And I trusted him more than anybody. And I'm not just saying that because he's dead. He was really a person you could really fucking trust. Like, he would go above and beyond for anybody in his crew.
I think, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. I think that, because I was there, I felt like we all expected a lot from Joe. And like you said, when you going through something and you're somebody like who he is, he didn't wear it on his sleeve. He didn't show us that he's still Fat Joe. I gotta come out. I'm Fat Joe. I'm the Don. Whatever. But when he goes home, he's dealing with his own monsters and his own demons and whatever's going on with him. We didn't understand it. We all were really young. Me being the youngest. So. And I just feel like we put a lot of pressure on him, and he really wasn't sure how to continue.
And so, were you around those guys as you felt it turning a little bit and people starting to get resentful?
Yeah, and I seen like, everybody was splitting, everybody was choosing sides. Like, I felt like, it was at one point where I just felt like I was in the middle. Like, I kind of understood what they were saying, but I kind of, like, when I was with Joe, I didn't feel like that. But I'm the type of person that, I don't know, I always fend for myself. So I felt like, all right, well, if he's not doing it, I'm gonna do it. Like you can't just sit here and wait for him to do it. Like when he do it, all right, cool. If you want to help me, fine. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make sure that I'm good. And it's some people that's like, no, I'm not doing it because it's not my job to do it. He's supposed to do it. For
that's
me.
In the music business, by the way. There are always people who have that role.
Lazy people.
They're people who just don't understand. They wait. You know, like the second I got an agent. I was like, yo, I'm going to LA every 2 months to sit with my agents. A lot of people get an agent and then they think they just look at their phone. I was the exact opposite. I'm like, oh, if I get an agent, that means you got to go bother your agent all the time so they get you work. Some people see the exact opposite. It is the Jew in me. Because I know that. I was like, oh, well, if you get an agent, they're only going to work for you if you show them you're down to work. They don't just start handing you checks.
You go bring them the apples with the honey and all that. Tell that nigga to filter fish.
So wait, at this point, Remy, do you talk to anyone else from Terror Squad?
Right now, today?
Or while you were gone or in the last several years?
And it's not because I have any beef with them, and I just don't. Nobody, while I was gone, I definitely lost contact with everybody. And since I've been home, I haven't seen any of them.
Joe, you too? Did you talk to anyone?
Well, I'm cool with Armageddon. I love Tony Sunshine. I love Armageddon, and I love Tony Sunshine. I have no problems with Prospect. I seen Triple Six. I won't really say nothing to him. And Cuban, I definitely don't have
still
nothing
bad.
To say to him.
Still bad with Cuban.
It'll forever be bad. That is like
whatever went on there that led to that situation was.
I could break up and make up with 50 Cent 72,000 times. I'm not being cool with Cuban Link.
That's not gonna happen
ever in life.
Triple is just whatever.
He's
It's.
He was a token nigga down. He wasn't really nice or nothing like that. I'm just keeping it a buck. He was and the craziest shit, one time I saw him on YouTube and he was saying he wrote my rhymes. And I'm like, oh my God, this nigga was down as a charity case, my nigga. It was crazy to me.
And who did Armageddon came
was
from you?
Since day one.
That's what I thought. He was on Find Out. He was on records.
He was always down with me. He's very talented. Another guy that was too smart for himself.
That happens.
Where he'll talk himself. He's so fucking smart. He's like one of them genius that'll write some shit on the board and he writes, no, but he got it right. And then come back and write the shit on the, no. And just
why did Tony Sunshine never, it really felt like that should have happened, right? Doesn't Tony Sunshine, it seemed like he should have been a New York thing.
His album was crazy.
That's what I heard.
His album was crazy. That I do recall.
What happened with Tony was, and I say it all the time, and I don't want it to sound like an excuse, because when I came into the game, I was one of the very few Latinos in the game. And black people, everybody else, they've always embraced me since day one. I got my start in Apollo. So I don't really make excuses. But I honestly believe that people weren't ready to hear Spanish dudes speak that type of shit on R&B. Now, I got Tony Sunshine 5 different major label deals. I got R. Kelly to write songs for him when Kells was the nicest nigga in the world. T-Pain, when he had 21 #1 songs, I had him write 2 songs for Tony. I was trying. But the label, I couldn't get the label. But now, knowing what I know now, I would have shot videos and just put up the bread for radio and blew them the fuck up. I've always, that's my biggest regret in music, that I couldn't accomplish blowing up Tony Sunshine as a producer, as an executive producer, because he had the music. He was handsome. Everywhere I went, the girls was asking me about the nigga. The nigga was real as shit. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I tried. I went and got him 5 different Jive records, Sony records, Universal. Nigga, I bounced them I was trying to get him on. You know what I'm saying?
But it's funny. His shtick still hasn't happened. You're right. It was original. A Spanish dude doing R&B. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't a Spanish music artist. He was a hip hop R&B artist. Talking that shit. That still hasn't happened.
With Tory Lanez and Bryson Tiller and all them, that was Tony Sunshine.
Tony was doing that
15 years ago.
He was doing shit. You ain't never hear that shit he did with My Gun, that he flipped the
John Legend.
One day John Legend was in the club. I said, yo, Tone, go up there and sing that shit. Nigga, Tone was singing John Legend's song, but fofo. I like to shoot a nigga with my hammer. Nigga John Legend was looking at him. He's a nice guy. He's like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga saying to my soul?
He changed ordinary people to
We're just ordinary. We just got a Desert Eagle. I just love to bust my gun. Yo, I swear to God. And your man John Legend is sitting there looking at it like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, he's a maniac. He's with the maniacs. He got the TS on. Like, John Legend probably thought he was going to get beat up that night. Like, this stuff. Like,
Remy, what is, like, your expectation for yourself? I mean, you like, yeah, musically. I mean, you're good. Like, and you're still. By the way, everyone comes out of jail and sucks dick. I love them. They're people I love, and I'll tell them, yo, you got good again, but for a few months when you came home, it was fucking nervous. Maybe you had records like that, you just didn't put them out. But it seemed like everyone, when they get home, people who I love, took Prodigy like 6 months, a year to really get his rhythm back.
It ain't. Well, you got to answer that question, but there's no inspiration in jail. Like, it's not cool. It's nothing fly. It's no cool. It's no inspiration. There's no nothing. And people think you're going to jail. Yo, you're going to have a million bars.
Right. I feel like they're in a great zone.
I wrote one rhyme in 4 months I was in jail. Like, and I didn't even want to write that shit. My fucking cellie was like, yo, you need a rhyme for when you come out of here. And I was like, this shit is no inspiration, bro.
So, but you came back. You sound awesome. You're still young. You have like... There's a lot, like, not to say you haven't accomplished a lot, but you and I both know there's a lot more that can be done.
Right.
What is your expectation for yourself?
I just want to be rich. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm just chasing that bag. Like, after everything, when it's all said and done, I want my son. I want, you know, maybe my son's son one day to, if they don't want to, they don't have to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want my son to ever have to do something, like, grow up like how we grew up. I don't want him to ever have to do something that he doesn't want to do, or that might be risking his life or risking his freedom to make sure that he good. And that's like one of my main concerns. Like, I never ever want to see, you know, my son or Joe's, any of our kids, like, go through what we had it hard growing up. Like, I had to do a lot of things. I mean, I never had to suck dick or, you know, suck my pussy or anything like that.
She had to clarify. But just know.
Be clear.
Just know.
No, because there's some that had to do that. Like,
do it.
I'm gonna go get that.
You see the bitch talking about the $2 dances? I was like,
I'm gonna go get a brick first, you know. Like, let's be honest. I hung around a lot of guys, you know. So,
all right, well,
you know, I had more. That's what I want to do.
My expectation is greatness and continue legacy and to take it to where it hasn't been. And that's how, when I work with her, you know, I have a sense of pride of, I introduced her to the game. Like, she's mine. She's my DNA. So I have to make sure she wins. I have to make sure when you see this video that she looks like she's swimming in money. I have to make sure she sounds more current than ever in the universe.
Oh, he made sure of that when we did this video. He's like, Rem, I think you should wear that dress. I'm like,
shit is $6,000 dresses.
$6,000. I'm only gonna wear one.
Like,
he's
we
like,
not fucking
that's what
playing,
you
my nigga. She
you
gotta
have to get that.
You have to smell the money through the screen. Like,
video's done.
The video's done.
Fucking phenomenal.
The video is amazing.
So, are you guys gonna go out? It just dawned on me. We're sitting here. This weekend's the first weekend where the song's out, right? It came out Saturday, so you had one or two nights. But this is really the first week where people are going to know it from hearing it all week. Are you going to go out anywhere to hear the song get played?
What we've been doing?
Right,
you've been out every night. I saw you. I saw you, Camilo. I saw you performing this one.
We were jumping in hole in the wall, bullet scar places. I've been looking for the dustiest place in Brooklyn. Like, we've done the Bronx, the Uptown, the Queens. Like, we looking for where niggas die, and we just jump on and rip it down. And the DJs is like, yo, these niggas is dead serious. There's a reason why this record is moving the way it's moving, because they like, oh my God, they're acting like they're broke. They're acting like it's the first time they ever came out. They're acting like the nigga who's pushing his demo to you. We acting like that. And we know our shit is hot.
It's very good. I'm excited to hear the album.
It's very good. That was I really hate that I have to say
I fucking love it.
It's really good.
It's just like when I don't want to oversell it anymore. I love it. I think it's listen, it's only one song, but for me, it's a real challenge. You know, you're coming back. Joe has a long career with hits. But your biggest hit now, several years ago. These are challenges, as you know. You acknowledge that you work for it. You want to keep being in this.
Yes.
So, as a fan of it, when you hear one that you're like, oh, this is a fucking layup. Why is it so rare that people can stumble on these joints in general in the world?
It's rare.
It's rare.
It's a rare.
You hear it and you go, oh my God, this is it.
It's rare because it's hard. It's hard to do. Niggas will lie to you all they want. We can make a safe a girl song so it can research on the radio all day. Niggas can make that all day. To make a club banger / real hip hop go out of here, it's the rarest, and it comes every now and then. Quiet Storm. It comes every now and then where the shit just pop. It's like one a year or one every 2 years that comes out 0 to 100 real quick.
Yep, where it feels dark still. It feels
real quick. That's why him and Puff Daddy had beef over this shit.
And I understand
because it was like a rare. You know, it's just rare, and Remy, we got lucky with a rare.
How hard were you on your verse?
I'm gonna be honest, like I really, like no, I'm gonna be honest. Pap says to me, he says if I worked hard, if I had more, like if I went stupid dumb hard, I would probably be the best ever in the world. It's really easy to me. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, put the beat on. Let me get a pen. Let me get.
And you don't beat yourself up afterwards and go, I need to do that again. I need to do this again.
I go hard.
I don't.
You guys did short verses, by the way, too. Are they even full 16s?
No, they 16. Are they?
They might be 12.
I think they're 12s.
I think it's 12.
Although, by the way, I'm not mad at that. For this kind of record, you want to body your verses quick and get back to all the way up. There's no need to fight against what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sometimes niggas rap too much.
I go in there and I just do it. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not even me being cocky or nothing. Like I know that's not rare because I've worked with a lot of artists and it's certain people that you might think is the greatest. They take 6 months to write a 16. It's annoying. It drives me crazy. But I don't want you to think that it's just one record. I heard you say a little while ago, like, it's just one record. Homeboy,
he's telling me the albums. I know
it's not just. Look.
No, this is.
It's real.
Yo,
I'm not good with the adjectives, and Joe is a motivational speaker. Shout out to Market America.
Shout out to Market America, of course.
Shop.com.
Listen to me.
Change your life.
I don't give a fuck. I don't have enough patience to lie because I have to keep it up. I have to convince you. The record, the album is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm looking you in the whites of your eyes.
And my whites are extra white. The whitest of us.
The album is amazing.
Who produced this record? I mean, who's on it?
What do you mean? Who
are the other producers? Who are the producers on it?
Exclusive
and Cool and Dre and Infrared came up with the...
No, for the rest of it.
The whole album.
Yes.
Cool and Dre and Infrared. We had Street Runner did my favorite joint. Illa. I hope I ain't leave nobody out, but it's just our team.
Just fam.
It's our team.
The fam.
808 Ray, some kid named 808 Ray, he came up with it.
Have you ever watched the interview the last time Remy and Pap came to the station?
No.
It's one of the funniest things. You should really watch it.
It was amazing.
Oh my God, it's the comedy of the highest where they freestyle. It summed them up so well. They freestyle, they spit bars. Then it's not a freestyle. Rem kicks hers. She does like 12 to 16, body done. Pap kicks a mean 16, then 17, then 18. Then Remy literally jumps in and like waves him off like it's a fight. Like she's like, no more rapping. Like it just was hilarious because Pap will rap. If you leave a beat on, if you leave a beat on, Pap's gonna rap. The rap is in his blood. Like he could do a 24-hour rapathon.
He had to all the way chill. Like I wouldn't embody legendary. That's it. He's and then Brooklyn and then Pat who's Pat. I'm like, all right, they get it.
They get it. I could produce Papoose and make him a star.
Listen, I believe people love Papoose and Papoose.
I'm talking about Taylor Made.
Have you told him this?
No. I'm just telling you now because I like you.
Thank you.
But the same thing. I think I I think I could executive produce 50 Cent and make him be the illest nigga on the planet.
Well, you don't get. Let's be clear. You don't get the credit you deserve for creating hits of all kinds at different stages in your career, multiple times, over and over again. And by the way, I see it in your eye. That's why you got to have an extra chip on your shoulder about this record. Because if you're like, yo,
really not a chip, I feel blessed because I don't get high, and my drug of choice is being hot. So it's been. So.
And he's so happy that I can't get high neither. Oh my God, you can't smoke. I'm so happy.
How long can you not smoke for?
Like another 3 years.
I introduced her to Pinkberry today. And we was in there, the little girls was like, we just downloaded all the way up. The shit high. I'm smoking crack when niggas is saying that to me. I know. I'm loving this shit. And yo, we smashing them like across the board. Like I don't even know how to explain it to you. Put it like this. All 3 radio stations, we didn't go for ads. All 3 radio stations in Atlanta added the record.
That has been out for 7 days.
Like added it. The hardest thing for a New York rapper to ever do is get played on Atlanta radio.
That's big, too.
All 3 stations who say no 1,000,000,000% said, oh, no, this is a go. This is a rap.
I know. It makes me want to go, and I never want to go out. And it makes me want to go out this weekend and hear it out.
Hear it. I mean,
it's a wonderful feeling.
Summer Jam is
let's not even talk about it. It's very exciting. I don't want to jinx this. It'll be very exciting. There's remix possibilities. There's so much. There's so much out there, right?
Joe told me his idea for the remix today.
Well, tell me when we get off the air. I want to hear this idea.
No,
I'll tell you off the air.
Tell me off the air.
I'll tell you off the air, but you can't.
I won't tell anyone. I'm safe. I am underrated for never revealing anything. I've never leaked a fucking song. I've never done anything. I have to know. Guys,
I have to know.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for both of you.
And let's just say that Digging in the Crates album coming this summer.
And yeah, our Juan Epstein fans will want to know about that. That's really happening. DITC album.
No, it's happened.
It's done.
We're shooting videos probably like in 2 weeks in April. And
everyone's good. You and Finesse and everyone's on the same page?
Everybody's incredible. I couldn't believe it because, well, Finesse is overseeing the whole album. Because me, I'm just he
always says, I'm the whack one.
I'm the whack one and Digging in the Crates. That's how I feel. Like, I'm the worst. I don't want to make reference, but in any other crew, I can't say that because it would be disrespectful. But I feel like my guys are better than me in Digging in the Crates. That's just always been my opinion. So I just play my part. So when I go in there, it's not Fat Joe, I'm creating this for Remy. I sit down and listen. And niggas be like, all right, we going like this and this and that.
Oh, wait a minute. And then, hold on. What's happening in this story?
Nah, I'm telling you. Yo, Rem, I'm telling you.
I'm going to end it like this. Remy, you want to hear the hardest?
I'm under Lloyd Finesse, man.
What's up?
You want to hear the hardest? I mean, I know you've heard it before, but the hardest Fat Joe shit ever. His hardest he ever sounded.
Gotta hear it.
In my opinion.
What?
I mean, this is a song.
Ooh. I'll tell you about this, though.
I told you about this.
Yeah.
Hold on. And I don't mean to. Here we go. Rest in peace, Big L. But we got to hear Joe real quick.
Federals try to set me up, put me in cuffs and crush what I lust into dust. Plus, they want a nigga's soul, but they know Big Joey crack and never rat a cat. They didn't know for sure. I left the streets alone since Tone deceased. It almost killed his mama. Pursuing my dream till there's enough cream to start my own union.
And show these kids how legit it is. This shit is so hard.
Real. I used to steal, but now I own several businesses. Underrated Fat Joe. Rapping alongside one of the greatest monuments in hip-hop.
This song, The Enemy, it's just Big L, Joe, and Primo. That's it.
All right, do me a favor. Play Twins Deep Cover, too.
I was about to say.
No, because the other great guy, and I'm rapping with him, but Fat Joe sucks.
I'm
rapping.
You got caught with, when you rap with pun, you get what I like to call the big boy syndrome.
The Big Boy?
Yeah, because Big Boy is nice as fuck, but his partner's Andre 3000, and that's a motherfucker.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah!
Like, you're great on this song.
Very similar.
Unfortunately, you're rapping next to Pun.
Oh, man.
How you wanna blow they spot? I know these dirty cops that'll get us in if we murder some wop. Hop in your Hummer.
Punish is ready.
Meet me and Beatles with noodles. We do this, do while he's
Purpose spaghetti.